Hello, and how are you? Welcome to March and hopefully welcome to spring. Seems like finally the weather is turning around, and I think that the real estate market is going to be reawakening as well. Now, when we compare our numbers in February to January, it looks a little bit different than if we compare year over year. So I'm going to give you both perspectives here. Now, starting with year over year, if we look at February of 2026 compared to 2025, home sales are down by about 6%, and the average price is down 7%, sitting at just over $1 million. So you would think looking year over year, we're not really sitting in a good spot. However, when you compare January of this year to February, so month over month, both sales and the average price are actually up. So it's all about perspective. Now, one interesting piece is new listings being down. That means that our market is slowly tightening up, which is good because you always hear me talking about tons of supply, not as much demand, impacts prices. So we are seeing a bit of a tightening in the market, which in some areas, this is really good news. And in areas that are already low inventory, not as good if you are a buyer there. There was a recent study that was done that says there's probably about 100,000 buyers waiting on the sideline looking to purchase a property, which is a pretty staggering number. A lot of the reason why people are waiting is because some do think that prices are going to come down further, or they're also just looking for stability, both from a Bank of Canada interest rate standpoint as well political. Of course, there's a lot of noise in the world right now, and that is impacting consumer confidence. So give it a little more time. We're going to have people re-enter the market. And if we do continue to see new listings coming down, that might put some pressure on pricing, which I know that some sellers would be happy to hear. Now, switching gears for just a moment, talking about the condo market, this is one that we're still going to see have some dips in pricing and not the greatest news, regardless of your perspective, for the next few years. Year over year, sales were down by about 11%, and prices were also down by about 9% compared to this time last year. As I've probably mentioned, if we have spoken one-on-one, we do have a lot of pre-construction units that are coming to market, 20,000 just this year alone. And because all of that condo supply is flooding the market, it is going to have an impact on pricing for condos. The good news is, depending on who you are and who you ask, is that we are going to be seeing the new condo completions slow dramatically as we enter into 2027. So not good if you are looking to buy a condo, towards 2028. 2029, but good news if you are a condo owner who is hoping to see some positive price growth in a condo that you might own, whether or not you live there or invest in something. So definitely something to keep an eye on. The condo market is going to take a bit more time to recover. We do really need to absorb some of that supply in order to do so. As you can see, it really depends what type of property you're looking to buy or sell. It depends what micro market you are living in or looking to purchase in potentially. So if buying or selling is on your radar, don't hesitate to reach out. More than happy to help, and wishing you a great rest of the month of March. Talk to you soon.